Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today, we're digging into a quiet revolution. It's happening in an industry most of us see as, well, pretty unyielding.
hmm
Trucking.
hmm
Forget what you thought you knew about life on the road, because something genuinely profound, kind of surprising, is reshaping it,
It really is.
making it more adaptable, more human-centered. We're going to pull out the key nuggets here about how these shifts are making truck driving a career that actually fits your life.
Instead of the other way around.
Exactly.
Mm.
And, why this big change in how stuff gets moved around actually matters to, well, all of us.
That's right, because for decades, the reality for many drivers was immense personal sacrifice.
Right. Long hauls away for weeks.
Yeah, rigid schedules, tough conditions,
Yeah.
solitary. Our sources today, especially one called The Flexible Future of Trucking, they really drive this home. But the exciting part is how flexible scheduling and these gig models are turning that completely on its head. It's all about the driver experience,
Yeah.
transforming the workforce. It's not just tweaking things, it's a total rethink.
So let's rewind a bit. Talk about that old way, as you called it, the traditional picture.
Mm-hmm.
Someone stuck on a fixed route, strict timetable, weeks from home. That fixed route, strict hours deal. A straight shot, no room for life.
Yeah.
Can you paint a clearer picture of the downside? The human cost.
Absolutely. Look, it worked for logistics in a way, but the human cost was, well, significant. High burnout wasn't just talk, it was systemic.
Yeah.
Drivers missed everything. Birthdays, school events, holidays. It created huge stress, massive turnover. The power was all with the system, not the driver.
Right, they were kind of like a cog in the machine.
Pretty much commoditized labor, really. Little control over their own time. And that deep-seated rigidity, that's what's getting radically dismantled now.
Dismantled, good word. Because it felt unbreakable, didn't it?
It did.
So how exactly does something like flexible scheduling start to break that down? What does flexible even mean for a truck driver?
Well, it's a huge shift in control, from being told what to do to becoming more of an independent agent.
Okay.
Flexible scheduling means you're not locked into those fixed hours or specific routes anymore. It's choosing how you work, not just when.
Right.
So instead of dispatch saying, you're doing this cross-country run starting Monday, a driver might look at an app and say, okay, I want to work Tuesday and Thursday this week, and maybe just 200 miles each day within this region.
Wow.
It lets them manage their time, their income, fit it around their life, their family, maybe just preferring shorter trips. It's like they're running their own mini business.
That's a massive shift in mindset, not just logistics. It's about reclaiming autonomy.
Exactly.
The impact on well-being must be huge. What kind of personal benefits are really standing out?
Oh, it goes way beyond just convenience. We're talking less stress, less fatigue. Huge. Drivers can actually plan to be home for that school play, the birthday,
Yeah.
or just regular family dinners, things they constantly missed before. They can take real breaks between jobs, actually rest up instead of pushing through exhaustion, which, has safety benefits too.
Definitely.
And they can choose regions they like, avoid routes they hate, even work hours that suit them better. Night owl, fine, drive at night. It changes their whole relationship with the job. More control, more dignity.
And this isn't just a concept, right? Tech is making this happen now. How do these apps and platforms actually work?
Tech is absolutely the key. Forget the old CB radios and paper logs.
Right.
These are slick apps. On your phone or tablet, they're like dynamic marketplaces. They show available jobs, the pay rates, deadlines, load details, all in real time.
Instant information.
Exactly. So drivers can make fast, informed choices. Does this job fit my schedule, my earnings goal? It puts the power in their hands. Plus, it helps minimize that deadheading driving empty. The apps are smart, matching drivers with return loads. It's efficient for everyone.
So, building on that tech, we get this gig model, the Uber for Freight idea. How does that actually play out? Is it really that simple?
It's a pretty good analogy, actually. It streamlines things massively, cuts out a lot of the old back and forth.
How so?
Okay, so a shipper, maybe a factory needing parts moved, posts a load on a platform. Need this moved from Dallas to Houston.
Got it.
Instead of calling brokers, dealing with paperwork, a nearby driver sees it pop up on their app. Maybe they just finished a delivery nearby.
Right place, right time.
Exactly. They check the details, the pay, the timing. If it works, they accept it with a tap, do the delivery, get paid, often really fast, through the app. It's logistics on demand, powered by algorithms.
That seems like a huge leap, giving drivers that direct connection.
It is.
Does this contract-based short-term stuff truly make them their own boss? Or are there catches?
It definitely pushes them towards being entrepreneurs, yeah.
Wow.
They're managing their own little transport business from their phone.
Okay.
They decide the when, the what, the for whom. They're not just taking orders, they're managing revenue, downtime, even their career path.
Especially for owner-operators, I imagine.
Oh, huge for them. Gives them market access and tools that used to be only for big companies. Now, sure, it means more responsibility too. You're managing yourself, but the payoff is potentially much higher earnings and, real independence.
We started by saying how tough trucking is, or was.
Mm-hmm.
But these changes, they genuinely sound like they're making it better. What are the biggest draws? Why are drivers really getting on board with this?
Well, the appeal is pretty fundamental, really. First off, just the sheer freedom. Work when you want, where you want. That's revolutionary compared to the old way.
Can't beat that.
And that directly feeds into better work-life balance, actually
Yeah.
being present in their families' lives. That's priceless for many.
Yeah.
Then there's the money. Potential to earn more by picking the best loads, the high-paying ones, or routes they prefer, optimizing their income.
Makes sense.
It also cuts down on that killer burnout from weeks-long trips. And like you said, for drivers figuring things out, it's like try before you buy. Sample different routes, clients, types of work, no long commitment needed. It just builds agency respect into the job.
So what does this mean for the whole industry? Clearly good for drivers,
Right.
but how does it play out for the trucking companies, the shippers? Is it all upside for them too, or are there trade-offs?
That's a great point. Mostly it seems to be a strategic plus for them too. These models attract more drivers, especially younger ones who really value flexibility. That's critical with the driver shortage.
Right, that's been a huge issue.
And it cuts down turnover.
Yeah.
Happy drivers stick around longer. That saves companies money on recruiting, training. Plus, they get access to drivers when they need them, peak season, unexpected surges, without keeping a massive full-time fleet on the payroll all year.
More agility, lower fixed costs.
Exactly. Cost savings, better resource use. And, the American Trucking Association, they point to this too. They see these shifts as key to getting new talent in and tackling that shortage. So yeah, it looks like a win-win.
And this isn't just theory, right? There are actual companies making this happen. Who are the big players we should know about?
Oh yeah, several key ones. Uber Freight is a big one. Using tech to match drivers and shippers directly, transparent pricing, quick booking.
Okay.
Then you've got Convoy. They let drivers pick loads, even bid on them sometimes, gives them more control over earnings, and they focus on reducing those empty miles too.
Smart.
Trucker Path is interesting. It's more than a load board. It has route planning, fuel optimization tools, even a driver community element.
Right.
And CloudTrex is really focused on the owner-operators, the independent guys. They offer back-office support, dispatch, insurance, accounting, basically giving a single driver the support of a big fleet.
Wow, so these platforms are really empowering drivers, turning a job into managing their own operation.
Absolutely.
But let's pull back from the tech again. Because underneath the apps and logistics, it's about people's lives changing, right?
Yep.
The human story.
That's the core of it, yeah. And the stories are compelling. Think about a single mom driving a truck. With this flexibility, maybe she drops the kids at school, runs a local delivery, and she's home for dinner. That was almost impossible before.
Life-changing.
Or maybe a retired vet wants to earn a bit, stay active but not full-time. Now they can pick up 1 gig a week, maybe 2, enjoy retirement, and still drive.
Yeah.
It's not just small tweaks. It offers real dignity, real choice in how they live and work.
Those stories are powerful. Definitely paints a picture of big improvements. But, the skeptic might ask, does the data back this up? Are these measurable benefits?
Good question. And yes, the data does back it up strongly. Industry studies, analyses, they all point the same way.
Okay, like what?
Well, drivers using these models consistently report way more freedom, more control over their schedules. That's huge, qualitatively.
Right.
And crucially, it helps cut stress, burnout. That links directly to better safety on the roads, less fatigue, more engaged drivers.
Makes sense.
The data shows real improvements in work-life balance, more family time, and for the companies. They report higher driver satisfaction and, critically, lower turnover, better retention.
Which loops back to solving the shortage.
Exactly. Major groups like the ATA, they see this as a data-supported strategy. It's not just feel-good stories, it's a quantifiable win for drivers and the industry.
That's really convincing. Turning a tough job into something sustainable, fulfilling, benefits everyone down the line. So let's kind of wrap this up. The big picture here, the main takeaway from our deep dive, trucking's really shifting gears,
Definitely.
moving from that old, rigid, one-size-fits-all to something much more dynamic, a fit-it-to-your-life approach, offering balance, control, real career satisfaction. It's reshaping things from the cab outwards.
And what's so exciting is this feels like just the start. You look ahead, you can see even smarter tech coming, AI matching loads, maybe integration with autonomous tech down the road.
Interesting. Even more personalized ways for drivers to manage everything. They're not just hauling freight anymore. They're really driving their own futures now, making choices that work for them and the industry. It's becoming stronger, more resilient, and honestly, a lot more human because of it.
And that ripple effect, it touches all of us, doesn't it? A stronger, happier driving workforce means safer roads,
Absolutely.
which impact every single consumer. So, here's a final thought for you listening. Next time you see one of those big rigs on the highway carrying, your coffee, your packages, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
just take a second. Think about the driver. Think about the freedom, the control, the kind of newfound dignity they might have over their journey, their life, thanks to these shifts. It's a quiet revolution happening right there on our roads, making things better one flexible load at a time.